Doing this social entrepreneur will inspire more young people to come into the stream, and we do have veteran models, Jacksons and all that, the early pioneers, and now your new wave. I'm very much encouraged, and I hope my children who are still young, Sec 3 and PSLE, will be inspired by people like you. Thank you.
The final awards presentation, so Gerard's going to present to each candidate. So we'll start with Wilson, so congratulations. Yes Awards 2007, Areena.
First and foremost, can you hear me? Okay, I'm trying to. First and foremost, I want to thank DHL and the panelists for appreciating my passion, naivety, and insanity for embarking and continuing in this journey that's trodden upon as a social entrepreneur. Thank you for recognizing our vision and mission at Bridge Learning. DHL Years Award has injected vital encouragement and excitement to the local and regional scene. This is not only a recognition of our contributions to the community, it is heartening to know that the hard and hard work of SMEs who are genuinely concerned about social causes has not gone unnoticed. I consider myself extremely privileged to have been presented this award. In fact, I feel like crying, but I'm quite sure, right? I want to thank a few people. Without them, Bridge Learning and I didn't have come thus far. I think I really need some tissue paper. Amazing dedication, faith, and love. And behind every award-winning woman, there is definitely a and unfailing support through the years so that I can freely pursue my dreams. I sincerely do not think that awards are for personal vanity gifts. Along with the honor is a responsibility to do greater things and on a wider influence for the human race towards the UN Millennium Goals. Especially in the case of Bridge Learning is in achieving authentic universal primary education for both boys and girls in the world. When I started Bridge Learning about 4 years ago, I struggled much through the seemingly endless obstacle circuits. And I checked through my credentials and decided to disqualify myself as the most unlikely candidate. I mean, you look at me, I'm not a real business person by nature. I'm just an educator and humanitarian at heart. I'm too truthful and honest to a fault. I do not enjoy sugarcoating to play to the crowds. And I think with my heart. To top it all, I have very poor number sense and money sense. And honestly, it's very poor. You can ask my husband about that. I was very sure of my calling to make a difference to the world though. The passion to reach out to the needy and oppressed children, orphans, and street kids burns strongly within me since I was a very young child. I hope to be able to give them love, justice, hope, and education. I believe that education is one of the most important keys to help children out of poverty, abuse, and crimes. However, coming face to face with the never-ending challenges as a social entrepreneur was very trying. In fact, it has gotten me wondering and grumbling. I was torn, I was a reluctant leader, and for the countless times, I was sure I wanted to give up. And I kept asking one of the favorite questions of all times, God, why me? The reply came through a stranger one day when I was attending a business conference. It was as if the speaker looked through the crowds and at me, and I remember the words that he said. He said, "You ask God, why are you in business? Because you say you're just not cut out for it. It's because the more you don't love money, the more God can trust you with it. He knows you will bear to part with it and distribute to others who need it. Believe me, if you have your reply through such a manner, you don't want to grumble and wonder anymore. I'm convinced social entrepreneurs is a unique breed of passionate people who share some distinctive traits. Besides having a love to create wealth in order to provide sustainable solutions to social challenges, and yet have no love for money to be a bridge of blessings to others. And in our DNA, you can find a streak of rebellion, confront the norms, and apathy. Usually, we are not the politically correct animals. But we possess a great capacity to love people regardless of color, religion, and nationalities. Social entrepreneurs think with our hearts. We act on our great sense of mission with our lives and not just with our speech. Some call us rebels with a good cause, some call us the nutcase. Such qualities are rare and far more valuable than qualifications, intellectual IQ, and status in life. For the longest time, there exists a deep divide between money and morality, altruism and business in our culture and belief systems. It is as if these should not and cannot mix easily, just like oil and water. Some even believe these are mutually exclusive. In my experience, people always raise their eyebrows when I tell them my primary motivation for creation of wealth is so that I can help more people in the world. And some eyebrows really raise very high up to the sky. Social entrepreneurs need to grow up and get out of the charity mindsets. Social enterprises are not the same as charities nor as BWOs. Social enterprises need to provide their clients with quality services, programs, products, and function on a competitive business model. We cannot expect others to take pity on us, nor be charitable cases ourselves. We cannot expect to feed others when we cannot even feed ourselves. However, it does not mean that we do need help. In fact, assistance in every form from key players is crucial to the success and growth of the SE movement. The government's extended hand of assistance for SEs to develop and grow beyond this infancy stage in Singapore, till we can stand on our own and be a blessing, is highly important. We need your good faith and extensive support. Sorry, just had to bear with me. When social entrepreneurs rise as effective social leaders, we will certainly witness positive impacts in society and historical changes in our nations. I stand here as one of the many representations across Singapore and the nations whose purpose in life is to live beyond ourselves and beyond money. We at Bridge Learning want to see the children with learning disabilities, the orphans, the street kids receive education, be employable, and grow up to be contributing citizens and social leaders themselves. For me, the strongest motivation for championing the cause is for the thousands and maybe even millions of the nameless and the faceless whom I love. They are the oppressed, needy, abandoned, and unwanted who are deprived of basic human dignity, justice, education, and livelihood. I beseech our human race at large to unite from individuals to the government, private and public sectors to support a movement of UN Millennium Goals and social entrepreneurship for a greater and worthier cause other than our personal agenda and self-interest. When we take away the clutter in our hearts, we make room for more love to grow and spread beyond race, religion, and geographic borders. Thank you very much. Yeah, a little bit. This thing actually come off.